Hello students, welcome to this video students. Today I am going to explain you a very interesting poem from your Honeysuckle book, and the name of the poem is Where Do All the Teachers Go? And this beautiful poem is written by Peter Dickson. Students, you will find this poem very interesting because this poem tells us about what are the thoughts that goes on in the mind of a child about his or her teachers. Students, as you know, students are very close to teachers. So even small kids, they think about their teachers. They think a lot. So many questions come to their mind about the teachers, because teachers are considered very different from the other people. It's not just a work which separates the teacher, but teachers are regarded as something like, you can say, unique people, very different from the rest. So in this poem, the poet has expressed the questions, the doubts that come in the minds of the children about their teachers. They wonder whether the teachers are just ordinary other human beings, or they are a bit different. Do the teachers also do the same things which the other people do, or they are different? So this poem is from the point of view of a small kid. What the kid thinks about the teacher, what are the doubts that comes to his or her mind about his or her teacher. I'll read out the poem and then I'll explain you the lines. Where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in houses, and do they wash their socks? Exactly as I told you, children, this kid has so many questions in his mind. One by one, the poet expresses those questions. The first question is, where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Students, in some places, the classes gets over at 4 o'clock. The school usually starts, those schools, they start at 10:30, and it gets over around 4 o'clock. So the first question of the child is, where do all the teachers go when it is 4 o'clock, when all the students go home? That time, where do all the teachers go? Do they live in houses? Do the teachers also live in houses just like the other people, just like the kids? And do they wash their socks the way children wash their socks? If you don't wash it, it will smell, it will create problems. So the socks need to be cleaned regularly. So do the teachers also wash their socks? That is what the child thinks. Next answer. Do they wear pajamas, and do they watch TV? Like other people, when they go home, they change their dress. They wear different dresses at home. It can be lungis or pajamas or half pants, anything. So the child is thinking, do the teachers wear pajamas at home? And at home, when they are free, like the other people, when they are free at home, what they do? They switch on the TV and enjoy some TV programs. Remember what I said, when they are free, when work is there, they will not watch TV. But there are kids who are very fond of watching TV, leaving the studies aside. They love to watch TV. That shouldn't be. When the person is free, he or she should watch TV. Now the child questions that, do the teachers also watch TV at home, or they are always busy with the books? And do they pick their noses the same as you and me? Do they keep both fingers on their nose, especially when they are sneezing, especially when they suffer from cold? Do they blow their nose? Do they live with other people, have their mums and dads, and were they ever children, and were they ever bad? Then the child has more questions. Do they live with other people or they live alone? Do they also have parents? Do they have their mother and father? Or they live separately, they are quite different, they don't have family members. And were they ever children? Because the child sees the teacher as a grown-up, no changes in the teacher. So the child questions that were the teachers also children once? And were they ever bad? Right from the childhood, were they completely disciplined and a very good person? Or they were also mischievous, they were also naughty? This question also comes in the child's mind. Did they ever never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? More questions are there in the child's mind. Okay? When they were students, when they were in the class, did they always tell the correct spelling? Did they never make spelling mistakes? Not only spelling mistakes, did they never make any type of mistakes? Were they completely perfect? Were they punished in the corner? Usually what happens when a child makes some mistake or does something mischievous, the teacher gives punishment and the child is asked to go and stand in the corner, you know it. Or sometimes stand outside the class, stand on the desk. This type of punishments are given. So did the teachers also get such type of punishments? If they pinched the chocolate flakes when they did some mischiefs. Flakes are the wrappers, okay, chocolate wrappers. Some sound can be made by pinching the wrappers. So whenever someone does some mischiefs like that, they are usually punished. So did the teacher also do like that, and did they also get punishment? Did they ever lose their hymn book? Now hymn book is a song book. In some schools, students are given some song books also, which contains devotional songs. Now let me tell you, the poet is a Christian. He belongs to a Christian country. So usually in the Christian schools, the students are provided a song book also where devotional songs are there, and along with their studies they have to practice those songs also, devotional songs also. Now the child's thought is that, did the teachers ever lose their hymn book? Sometimes what happens, the child loses his or her books and they are scolded for that. So did the teacher ever lose their hymn books? Did they ever leave their greens after eating tiffin? It happens. Greens here refers to the cooked green vegetables after eating their tiffin. Did the teachers leave the remains of those vegetables and all on their desk? Did they scribble on the desktops? Very common habit among the children. Whenever they have nothing to do, they take a pen or pencil or even sometimes the compass, needle of the compass, and they write something on the desk. So did the teachers never do like that? Did they wear old dirty jeans when they were kids? Kids are very fond of jeans. So did the teachers ever wear old dirty jeans? Sometimes mom says, hey, don't wear that, it's dirty, it needs to be washed. The child is so fond of that jeans, so he wants to dress in that. So did the teachers wear old dirty jeans? And then in the last stanza, these are so many questions that comes to the mind of that child. In the last stanza, what he tells, let us say, I'll follow one back home today. I'll find out what they do. Then I will put it in a poem that they can read to you. And the child says that today after the class gets over, I'll follow the teacher, one of the teacher I'll follow, I'll find out what they do. And after getting the complete information, I will write a poem based on that, so that they can read to you, That poem will be taught to the students, and teachers will read out that poem to the students about what the teachers do. So this is the poem, students. I hope you have understood. This is a very interesting poem. You can read the poem. You will find it enjoyable. And if there are any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video.